All right, fans. All right, viewers. Welcome back to the continuation of the Green Room Tournament as the tournament rolls on with the review here of Night 12, Round 1. Obviously, it's me, it's the GOC coming to you live to tape to break it all down. You saw the opening monologue. You're going to be in clips and break down each segment, as I said, and give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's get on to the task at hand. I hope you enjoyed the opening monologue and everything else here. Comment, like, share, because remember, all your live votes matter. If you're tagged in this, if you're a part of this, if it's been shared on your timeline, put it out there for everyone because it's the hottest, fastest, rising, growing movement in the entire entertainment industry. It's Avi Klein's Green Room Tournament. Yes, I have the halls. I have the beverage. I have to stay hydrated. This could be a 4-hour show. It could be, who knows? Let's get on to the task at hand. Bear with me. I have to make sure that the pipes... Listen, I don't do any of this social media stuff. Jay Brony does it all for me. Let's get on. We talked about in the opening monologue for Night 12, Pete from Sharpie, the national sponsor, who's also a judge, a role player, and it's come to be that throughout this night, you're going to see he's really involved with the Green Room more and more. And if I get spittle or something, will somebody say something? Will you point it out? We have a live crowd down here in the bunker. I don't know. Maybe 13 or 14 people. I don't know why they're here. They wanted to be entertained. I don't know. So here we go. Pete wants apologies. I've never really seen Pete like this. And then he goes on to review Night 11, like I said, in the opening monologue. And then he talks about Avi and Martin Cove. Martin Covey. Because I know people have gotten it all mixed up in pronunciations. I know him through that interview because it was a conversation, not even an interview, as Marty. Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, Rambo 2. I mean, need I go on? I don't think I have to. So Pete talks about the unbelievable conversation between Avi and Martin Covey. Martin Cove. If you go back and you watch Night 11, you will not find anything like the conversation between Marty and Avi. He pulls it out of the hat once again, one of the most influential men from 3 decades ago to now, from Karate Kid trilogy to now in the Cobra Kai series. And then he brings in Kerry Kasem, and I talked about it on the last show, for the Casey Kasem Foundation and elder abuse and conservatorship. So if you have missed Night 11, go back for Kerry Kasem, and we all know her from the national radio show with Nikki Sixx from Guns N' Roses, and they're all on tour again. So she's a talented lady, a beautiful lady. And for Marty and Kerry Kasem to be on with Avi and then talk us out about such an unbelievable cause, something that you can get behind because it's going to affect each and every one of us if it hasn't already. So this is something that speaks home to everyone. It speaks to me as a person. And let me say that. It speaks to me as a person as well. It's affected everybody. This is what you get here, the Guardian of Chaos. And then Pete talks about something that I didn't really expect. He says that Rock Richards, that's right, my former partner, opposition in the trials of the Green Room way back when. Remember, we were around before May 8th in the beginning of this tournament, involved in the trials. But Pete says Rock Richards, of all people, El Gigante, is a hidden gem. And then, of course, talk about Rich and David and the issues between those two and how similar they are, but yet they seem to have some sort of rivalry going on, and I don't even know if they know it yet, but there's something going on between David and going on between Rich Masadi. They're both now hosting the Winner's Circle. Things are changing. Rich gets pissed awfully quick. We'll get on to that. And we know that Mr. Main Event is David Holliday, according to Avi Klein. And how about the segment, speaking of Winner's Circle, because there's 3 of them now, and there has been, Mr. Southern Fried Chicken, Mr. Jimmy Beam Jubilee's cousin or late distance uncle's brother from another mother whose sister's his cousin is aunt somebody. And that would be one Davis Jubilee. But I will say this, the interview, because Avi conducts conversations. Davis conducts interviews or whatever the heck it is that he's doing on there, Davis Jubilee. Remember, we have history too, Jubilee. Go back to the trials. Fans, go back to the trials when you get a chance. Davis Jubilee did pull off quite the feat on night 11 with Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. I've run down his resume. I don't have to say it. Google Mark Henry. What more do I need to say about Mark Henry that hasn't been said 1,000 times over? Mark Henry is a part of the green room. That's all you need to know. We also talk and flash back, and now this is Pete. This is the national sponsor who's involved and who started and created, and there's a lot of responsibilities on your hands, Pete from Sharpie. With all of this in the Dark Castle, competition or not, entertainment or not. Mindy and the Music Man and the Music Lady. What in the literal H-E double hockey sticks is going on there? Mindy Red. Captivated, mesmerized, maybe kidnapped, maybe they're aliens. I don't know what it is. Mindy Red and the Music Man. There's got to be a finish on that one, just like there's got to be a finish with Pinocchio Joe and the GOC. And I'm not going to say yours truly because everybody else on this cast in the green room uses it. You say it's yours, Avi, but how come everybody else is using it, not me? And then, something that I have to address. I've been forced because it's come across my table and my plate. For the unprecedented, unpredictable, history-making fifth matchup that I'm going to have with Pinocchio Joe. Fifth matchup. We have both signed releases. Pete covered it. It's out there. It's public record. It's public information. Pinocchio Joe, that slug on hot pavement. Perhaps the most bitter feud I've ever been in any line of industry, in any line of work, ever. Has anyone taken me to the limits like Pinocchio Joe? We have signed releases. Anything that happens to us, it's all on. I take full responsibility and own it. So that's what Pete's review was. That's what he talked about and reviewed before we got onto the Night 12 events. Pete also refers to a very touchy subject, and as we go on here, you're going to see how insane it really is. Pete refers to Taekwon. He refers to portrayals. He refers to Avi. He refers to Jake. And then you guys have the cojones to talk to me and judge me and talk to me about Bobby and Ruby and Pinocchio Joe and what went on later on in the night between Taekwon and Jamie Sparling in the main event. Everybody is bringing family into it, Avi Klein, and you're no different. Who's Jake? Who is he? We all want to know now. There's secrets everywhere in the Dark Castle. Everywhere there's secrets. What will be exposed when Pandora's box is opened? Then we go right from there. Pete gives a quick rundown of the Night 12 events, which we're going to cover here, so I'm not going to jump on here. I don't want to waste any time. I want to get it out there to Facebook. I want you, the viewers, the fans, to see this. But if you haven't seen the Green Room intro video, film, whatever you want to call it, that the producers and Avi Klein have come up with in the Green Room, with all the stars from all the different fields that I've talked about, TV, film, music, sports, entertainment, pro wrestling. I've said it all before. It's all about motivation, dedication, passion, family, a team, the Green Room. We all belong in the Green Room. Do you understand that? So stay here. I'm going to continue to move on. We'll get right on to the opening events the night of Night 12. Sit back and relax. It's Chaos Corner, coming to you live to tape.